as useless as it should be.
Now Pacheco unleashing here. Oh, man. A featherweight feature regular season, which means points and a place in the standings are up for grabs. Marlon Moraes in the gray trunks, Brendan Loughnane in the green.
Well, Loughnane has to watch out for that overhand right there from Moraes. Also, those calf kicks from Moraes can be absolutely brutal. Loughnane looking for that patented sharp jab.
Nasty leg kick there from Marlon Moraes. Try to take a little steam off of Brendan Loughnane's punches. Loughnane is very capable of switching stances. We saw him do it a lot last year, paid dividends many, many times.
Yeah, Loughnane doing a good job of judging that distance, taking away that leg kick. He's been missing it a few times. Not that time though, Moraes very quick.
Khalid Habalayev, the killer, is back. He grabbed himself a decision victory earlier, 3 points to go along with it. Watching intently. Either of these men could be future opponents in the regular season, playoffs, or even a championship. So now Loughnane going to the low calf kick.
Nice return there by Loughnane. That was a brutal one.
Knowing it, that dull thud like that,
Yes.
it's,
Yeah, and on the calf, it could be just a couple of those could change the whole dynamic of the fight.
That time Moraes went upstairs, glanced off the guard of Brendan Loughnane, who circled to his left to take the power away. And another low kick from Loughnane. Moraes tries to return and misses.
Loughnane so smooth. Great awareness, great adjustments here in this fight from both men, really.
the distance, the head fake, the footwork.
Yes.
That's a nice left hook from Marlon Moraes. Ian Parker, what do you think? Man, Loughnane's still a big-time favorite here.
Yeah, you know what, Sean? Those few last calf kicks he threw back, it's going to slow down any type of kicks.
Oh,
and Kenny
he's
just even
limping.
said, oof is right. That's going to be the beginning of the end. If he lands another one of those, we may see one of those leg kick KOs. That was pretty nasty by Loughnane.
Oh, the other
man.
one.
Marlon Moraes has elected to switch stances.
My goodness.
And Brendan's wearing that one out now.
Loughnane not
Holy
going
cow.
to discriminate.
Equal opportunity.
Very happy to kick the right leg of Marlon Moraes with equal vigor.
Yeah, these are the same kicks that we saw against Bubba Jenkins that ultimately ended up winning him the fight in that final from last year.
Accidental clash of heads.
You good? Yep. You good? Okay, let's go. Right, ready?
Little conversation between the fighters here on the accidental clash of heads. 90 seconds left in round number one. Marlon Moraes throwing a lot of heat on each of these strikes, potentially because of the damage already accumulating on his own legs.
He's getting frustrated though. Moraes starting to lose his cool a little bit. Not something you want to do against Loughnane.
There's a nice uppercut snuck through. Loughnane acknowledged it with a nod.
Loughnane just does all the little things well. His feints, and he can do them from both sides. He can do it with his legs. He can do it with his shoulders. He can do it with a jab. Look at that.
Upstairs with the high kick after switching the stance.
Just so fundamentally sound offensively and defensively. There's a
Right
beautiful
hand.
right hand.
Right hand wobbled him.
Now 45 seconds.
Oh, man.
Both legs are in big trouble here for Marlon Moraes.
Yeah, if Moraes can't move out there, he's a sit and duck against someone like Loughnane, a true finisher. Oh, man.
Loughnane kicks the legs out from under. And Lochnane's going to make him stand back up.
Very
20
smart.
seconds remain.
Very smart. Make him get up.
Oh, man.
Goes back to it, and Marias reaching down, trying to block the kicks on the low calves with his own arms. That'll open up a head kick.
Yeah, I mean, for Marias, he doesn't even know which leg to get up on.
Oh, boy.
Final seconds of this first round. Marlon Marias in big trouble, limping back to the corner. Gabriel Braga in the green, Jesus Pinedo in the gray. And immediately Braga goes right back to work on the lead leg
He's
twice.
just tenderizing that lead leg. Pinedo as Braga is. I'm not sure Braga's taken a backward step this entire fight.
Yeah, it's crazy. Ooh, nice combination by Pinedo. Really bringing the heat here. Braga blocking most of them, though.
Oh, that uppercut snuck in.
Yep.
Pinedo's got to stay aggressive here. Don't give Braga an opportunity to mount his own offense. Nice work by Pinedo, and there's a hook and a right hand from Braga, who gets sick of playing punching bag.
Well, Pinedo needs to come forward and land some big shots. I think those calf kicks are really taking its toll on that lead leg. I think he realizes he needs to go now.
Even with the compromised lead leg, Pinedo at the very last part of that first round, Kenny, it felt like he had kind of figured out the spacing a little bit.
Right.
He was making that happen. Braga swinging the counter punches and coming up just short. Oof. But that weapon is still very much at the disposal of Gabriel Braga.
No question, Pinedo really feeling it. He's got that dead foot right now. That right leg, he's already stepping wrong on it, so be aware of him maybe stepping on his ankle.
Now Braga comes in with a nice jab.
Smart by Pinedo to step into that range of exchanges where the kicking is a lot more difficult. It's smothered, and let his hands go and keep Braga on the defensive.
Well, we checked it with Ian Parker when Pinedo was at a plus 200. You can see the live odds have now swung into his favor. So the value was, according to the odds makers, on Pinedo at that time.
Pinedo showing a lot of toughness here. Oh, man. Oh, yeah, that's really bad.
He's almost dragging it.
Yeah, last time I checked, it's hard to win a fight with just one leg.
Maybe for you, Kenny. Not for Jesus Pinedo.
Man, he is tough. Braga switching his stances now. And that is throwing Pinedo off. You see him kind of back away, not really sure how to address it.
He's trying to pick the foot up to check it, but it's really hampering his ability to step into the pocket and let his hands go.
Yeah, it sure
He's
is.
having trouble putting weight on it.
Braga absolutely recognizes it too. Continues to get after that right calf, right shin.
And Pinedo has switched up his stances now.
You got to protect it somehow.
Yep.
But of course, a bad back leg, not ideal for generating power. The first part of round number 2 was very promising for Pinedo, but Braga with that check hook might be turning the tide. Ryoji Kudo looking on. Both of these men potential future opponents for him. He'll be taking on Movlid Haibulaev later. Hey, how about the Swedish Denzel Sadabusi, 2022 PFL welterweight champ. Does his camps down here now at a little known gym called Extreme Couture.
He's been a great addition to the gym, honestly. He's got such an amazing attitude.
Ooh. Sharp combination there from Braga. This has been a fun fight to watch. Very technical, back and forth affair. A lot of nice feints and counters from both men.
The live betting odds have swung back in the favor of Braga, so we've seen the change just in this round. And now he says, all right, you give me a different lead leg, I'll work on that one too.
Yeah, Braga has done a number on both of the legs of Pinedo, especially that right leg.
Oh. Ian Parker, Pinedo is once again a live dog. How live is he?
You know what? Apparently he can fight with no legs. If he comes forward throwing that jab, It's kind of crazy. He literally just will not stop, and the power of Braga is not affecting Pinedo. He needs this break in between rounds. Right now, Braga is rightfully the favorite, but hey, these two guys are amazing. This is a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to the third round.
Tell you what, that long reach of Pinedo still allowing him with somewhat immobile lower half to land some punches on Gabriel Braga. Final few seconds of round 2, and we'll see a third frame when we return.
Ready? Fight.
Yeah, new division here for Larissa Pacheco. She's in the purple, Julia Budd is in the gray. Confidence building moments there at the end of the round for Julia Budd. We'll see how it plays out here in round 2. Our AI score, computer-based scoring, gave round 1 to Julia Budd. But I agree with Kayla Harrison, a tough one to score for judges.
Yeah, Pacheco was definitely scoring with more damage. She had the more impact when it came to striking. And she was staying pretty busy off of her back as well, but Julia obviously had good position the majority of that round. But we're seeing Pacheco a little bit more flat-footed. Typically we see her a little bit more bouncy, a little bit more movement, a little bit more feinting. And I think this is playing into Julia Budd's advantage. Great combination there by Budd.
Yeah, Budd landed a sharp right hand. Pacheco thinks better of her strategy, grabs a hold of Budd here. That at least is going to make Larissa Pacheco change her approaches and respect the power of Julia Budd.
I'm sure she's probably going to think about throwing those kicks too, if that's the timing that Budd is looking for to take her down and put her on her back.
Julia doing a good job with that right underhook. And now going to that tie clinch, a great position for her. She has excellent knees from this position. It's hard to tell if Pacheco is just changing up her style here for this fight, or if she's really trying to be aware of not going too hard, too fast in this fight. A much slower pace than we've seen from her.
Makes you wonder about the cut. If
Right.
cutting to 45 has really affected her, if she doesn't have that same pop and energy level that we're used to seeing her at 155 with.
100%. It's one thing to make the weight, it's another thing to fight at that weight. Definitely a more conservative approach from Pacheco here. Big leg kick there for Pacheco.
Budd returns with 3 strikes. None of them landed with significance. Another look inside Budd's corner.
Let's find it. Yes, yes, yes. There we go. You see what's coming? There we go. Beautiful job. Those are all beautiful. There we go.
Now Pacheco unleashing here.
I'm surprised that Pacheco hasn't attacked the body with that high shell from Julia Budd. The body shots are going to present themselves.
Or that uppercut, Kenny.
Right.
She shells high, that uppercut's open right between her elbows.
You see Pacheco still the favorite here, but the live odds are starting to swing toward Julia Budd, who's had some excellent moments here in this fight.
Yeah, great right hand there from Julia Budd.
Catching Pacheco, chasing her a little bit too much, and plants off that back foot and drives that right hand right through.
Pacheco through 4 and 8-2 there. Kayla Harrison has Julia Budd figured out the formula against the 145-pound Larissa Pacheco.
Yeah, listen, I'm super impressed with Bud right now. It's hard to get out of bed when you're sleeping in silk pajamas. And I think that, ring rust and cutting to a new weight class is having its toll a little bit on Larissa. But she's a fighter, she's a dog. We'll see. This is a great fight, guys.
Budd there with the takedown attempt, drives all the way through.
Nice counter by Pacheco.
Oh, wow.
Reverses her hips, body locks her, almost a gut wrench to get on top.
Yeah.
Gator roll there by Larissa Pacheco, and now she's on top. Side control facing the feet of Julia Budd.
Yeah, utilize that forward motion of Julia Budd to turn that into a nice counter. Now is on top, inside control, now in half guard. You see here that shoulder pressure, really pinning that jaw and shoulders down. And she's also trying to set up an arm triangle on that far side, trying to get that arm across. Julia Budd now has that arm back into play. Pacheco staying much busier now with this top position. Let's see if she can advance. Not a whole lot of time in this round, though.
Pacheco's trying to climb the mount, trying to push that knee away and slide all the way through the mount.
Final 10 seconds of this second round. Pacheco able to get almost all the way to mount, but time will expire, and we'll see round 3 next. Welcome back to Las Vegas, Nevada Professional Fighters League lightweight regular season action inside the smart cage. Clay Collard, Yamato
Here we go, guys.
Nishikawa.
Fight. Second round.
Brett Okamoto has been cage side, listening into the corner. Brett, what'd you get between the first and second round?
Yeah, thanks, Sean. His corner is calling for more gas, which surprised me because I didn't see much break in the first round with Clay Collard, but obviously they think they're close to wearing this guy down. The body shots are accumulating. The one thing they did want him to look for, a high head kick. They said that when Clay is ducking a little bit, he's timing that head kick. So that's one thing they want to look for, guys.
Thank you, Brett. They get right back to the blistering pace we saw in round number 1. And there, Nishikawa tried to dial in a head kick, slips and falls down. Now Collard going to work on top. Left hook landed for Collard. Back to the body.
It's been really impressive to see the durability and toughness of Nishikawa. He's eaten a lot of shots to the body, a lot of shots upstairs, and he's hanging in there.
Nishikawa continues to kick away at that lead leg of Clay Collard. So far, not compromising the movement too much.
Yeah, Collard really needs to be careful ducking that head down too low.
Oh, man.
Traveling knee and then a hook from Collard, and then he switches stances and throws with the other one.
Oh!
Superman punch there from Collard. There's Hurricane Shane Burgos. He'll be up next in lightweight action. Nishikawa, excellent with the leg kicks. Collard continues to hammer away at the body and head. Nishikawa, though, doing a much better job here in round number 2 of wearing punches on the forearms and gloves.
Yeah, Nishikawa doing a good job of disrupting the base of Clay Collard just like that. Taking away the inside of the knee. But Collard absolutely relentless, as we knew he would be. He's complaining about a glove grab there, but he needs to keep fighting. He can't be reffing and fighting at the same time.
Yeah.
The referee is there to referee. The fighters are there to fight. That needs to be the distribution of labor inside the smart cage.
Yeah, especially when you get a guy like Collard who's pursuing him, looking for a knockout here. Oh, nice left hand.
Punch selection combinations that Collard has put out here is remarkable.
North of 200 strikes thrown for Collard now. 3 minutes gone in the second round.
Yeah, I think those leg kicks are now really starting to take effect. Clay Collard doesn't have that same stability with his feet. Nishikawa trying to take the fight to the ground now. In on a single.
Hammer fist from the top. Collard was able to scramble back to his feet. Nishikawa, the smaller fighter here, but very much in this.
Oh, he is game, man.
Skill set, the tenacity, the toughness of Nishikawa.
Not to belabor the point, but he is 20 years old. 30 pro fights. That experience showing here as he's giving Clay Collard plenty to deal with.
Yeah, that's just an amazing schedule. 30 fights at 20 years old. Oh, there's another kick.
That one hurt him.
That inside
He's
knee of
limping.
Collard is in big trouble.
Yeah, that might have injured Clay Collard's leg.
And we still have over another round to go here.
Oh, there he goes again. Yamato Nishikawa chopping down the tree.
This would be an incredible upset if Nishikawa is able to pull this off. But we know Collard isn't going to go away easy.
Oh,
That right-legged Collard is
the foundation of Collard is definitely compromised.
Yeah, I think the left leg is actually even more compromised, guys. That he just switched, and there it is. Attacks it again.
Collard goes back to the body, but you can see just the output has reduced from Clay Collard because he doesn't have the base. Final few seconds of the second round as Nishikawa turned the tide. Stellar first round, and now we're set for the second frame here. Showcase bout, no points, no spot in the playoff standings in this welterweight bout. Jusula in the blue, Jenkins in the gray.
Jenkins got a lot of heart, and he's staying active here in round 2.
Brought a jab of his own into round 2.
Yeah, and that's the big problem there. He's not moving his head at all, and Jusula is just unleashing.
Jenkins is offensively creative, but he's got to get that head moving, Kenny, to your point.
Yep.
Jusula is walking through a lot of these attacks and doing that.
Oh, man!
Another nasty combination from Jusula. Mark Smith is keeping a close eye on things because of the damage that Jenkins sustained in
Up
round
for a
1.
choke. He's got a darce.
Jusula's got the hands locked here. Plenty time to work.
Jenkins posting off his chin, trying to keep that blood flowing.
And the blood is flowing out of Jenkins' nose as Jusula tries to settle in, create the pressure on the carotids and the neck, but no.
Jenkins tried to go for that arm bar. Jusula was onto it. Now he's in on that body lock. Jenkins looking for a switch.
Pull yourself around. Hands up, you go.
Jusula happy, I think, to stand back up. He's had a ton of success here, but Jenkins is pouring it on in the second round.
Jusula's got to get his hands up. I think Jusula's running out of gas a little bit.
Yeah, it looks
hands
like
are
he's
coming
starting
down.
to get tired.
The pace has been torrential.
I mean, what a comeback this would be if Jenkins able to pull this off. He hurt Jusula with that knee, I think, guys.
Jenkins is
Jusula
very
looks
much
tired.
Yeah, Jusula is breathing heavy. Jenkins is grabbing this clinch and going for more of those knees, Kenny. Now Jusula swings away. There's that tough jab again.
Yep, Jusula starting to look a little sloppy here on the feet, dropping that hand.
And look at the damage.
Oh, Jenkins might be able to get back into this fight. He's definitely landing a lot more in round 2.
Jusula wobbled there a little bit, halfway through round number 2. Jenkins moves forward, now pressing Jusula into the barrier, unleashing the right hands.
Like, who's got the better chin, for crying out loud?
Man, win or lose, this is an incredible display of heart and determination from Jenkins. He was in big, big trouble a few times in round 1, and now he's pursuing the finish here in round 2.
Potentially turning the tide. Oh, a right hand landed for Jusula, though. And the left.
They're coming from his waist. He's got no guard up anymore.
No, and he doesn't have the same pop he had in round 1 either, Randy.
Absolutely.
Oh, nice right hand by Jenkins. That hurt him.
Jusula's in
there's a
trouble.
knee.
He's in big trouble.
Now Jenkins on the clinch.
90 seconds. You keep working. 90 seconds, Jenkins.
Spinning back fist and a left hand. Jenkins taking control of the striking exchange here, but Jusula tries to drive through a takedown, and he is gassed.
He just didn't have the
Sprawl here
legs.
by Jenkins. Let's see if he can take advantage of this.
Jusula got in deep, but didn't have the legs to finish the takedown. Nice sprawl by Jenkins.
John Wood in the corner of Jenkins. Really trying to,
Right hand landed.
man.
Now it's Jusula in trouble.
I think the fence kept Jusula up right there.
Another right hand from Jenkins.
Jusula is exhausted and he is hurt. And he is bleeding as well.
Jenkins recognizes it, but he does.
Yeah, the corner, John Wood, for Jenkins is going nuts, telling him to keep looking for this finish here. Asking for body shots now.
Jusula's cut, Jenkins is cut. Knee from
Jusula trying to come back. Man.
This fight is crazy. It's like something out of a movie.
I think we're past the second wind here, so I don't know what to call it, but these fighters are digging deep. Oh my goodness, what a combination from Jusula.
Well, like Rock'em
And then
Sock'em
an uppercut
robots
from
here.
Jenkins. Oh, this is wild.
Final 10 seconds of round 2. Jusula attempts a takedown, won't get it. They'll finish the round standing, and we will see a third frame. And Kenny, I'm looking forward to it.
Oh, man.